Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee,
two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. They go play action with Burrow. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The toss right to Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Throwing on 2nd and 14.
Burrow. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He's got Mason complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
The Bengals come into this one still undefeated this deep in the year despite the 1 tie. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
41 yards on the ground for him so far.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
To throw is Fields.
This is caught by Williams.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Taylor is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now it's Burrow. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 22. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Play action. It's Burrow.
That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
Touchdown, Titans. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Titans are back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Off play action, Fields.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
107 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Williams will try again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
1st down, here's Burrow. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Down inside the 10.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Here's Burrow.
Finding Ertz again.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Zach Ertz, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That pass caught. It's Williams.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Ito Smith, his first carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Smith up the middle. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Now it's Fields. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So
we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter.
And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Smith is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Now it's Burrow. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A little costly there. You wipe out the first down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Second down, here's Davis Price. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Ty Davis Price with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie us at 24. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Back now in Nashville. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run it again with Williams. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Fields. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. He got 29 yards that time.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Odafe Oweh there on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Fields. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Tucker's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Burrow will throw. Man open is Robinson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position, and even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd and 15 now.
Burrow throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. This one hauled in, and again, it's Robinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And we are all tied here in the final stages. We knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, it couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's Fields. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The busy night continues for Williams.
Down to about the 45.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Smith. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy